What is up, guys? AshBFC here. Now, this video was supposed to be, well, April games. I guess it's meant to be one of these Game of the Month videos I was supposed to be doing. I said, you know, at the beginning of each month, I talk about some of the games that were coming out and that sort of stuff. And I did January, February, but then I forgot to do March, so I've kind of failed already. Typical, because March was a pretty interesting month, quite a few games to talk about. I think it could have made a decent-ish video, at least for me anyway. But yeah, totally forgot, so I'm sorry about that. But I did remember this month, but it turns out there's only one game for me to talk about. So I kind of thought it was a little bit pointless, but then I said, well, I said I was going to do it, I've already failed one, so let's not do it again. So I'm going to do it anyway. So the one game I'm going to be talking about is, well, it's actually a damn good one, because it's Mortal Kombat X. Yes, well, also GTA 5 is finally launching on PC after about 12 delays. Okay, a slight exaggeration, I think it was 3. But I already talked about that in January, so no point going over that again. So yeah, it's just Mortal Kombat X, so I guess it is kind of a bit pointless. I'm sorry about that, but you know, I said I was going to do these videos, so gotta try and stick to it, you know, let's not fail twice. So yeah, this is basically Mortal Kombat X video. I don't know what I'm going to name it, but we're all talking about Mortal Kombat X, so hopefully you're interested in Mortal Kombat. So yeah, really excited for this game. I love Mortal Kombat. I have loved Mortal Kombat most of my life. In fact, it's the only fighting series I ever really play. It's the only one I've truly been interested in. I've never been a massive fan of fighting games. I played a few when I was a kid, because I used to get my brother to play them with me, because the only games I could get him, you know, to play with me, because he's never really been a gamer, but he used to play them because he could beat me at them. Because I may be the worst player in the world of fighting games. I am truly god-awful. I'm not exaggerating. I mean, beating me in a fighting game is nothing to be proud of. I mean, it's like winning a sprint against someone in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm awful. That's one of the reasons I've never been truly interested in them. But, yes, Mortal Kombat, I love. We go way back. Let's rewind, God, 20 years now. I'm about 6 years old. I played my first ever fighting game. Blew my mind. It was called Mortal Kombat 2. Yeah, first fighting game I ever played. And I remember, you remember the early games, these those digitized sprites? They were the absolute shit back then. They were cutting edge, looked like real life, but I was blown away by them, and of course the violence. Oh god, the violence. Never seen anything like that as well before. Hey, and it ain't Mortal Kombat about the violence, is it? That's one of my favourite things about Mortal Kombat, I won't lie. The violence. I mean, Mortal Kombat is, when you think violent video games, Mortal Kombat's one of the series that comes to my mind, because it's just been delivering us ultra violence for so long now, and I love it. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2, first fighting game I ever played, and I've been a fan ever since, big fan ever since. Now, actually, let's fast forward a little bit to Mortal Kombat 4. I'm 8 years old at this time. Still just a little kid, should be playing Mortal Kombat. But I think this is freaking funny, at least to me, looking back, right? Picture this. I'm 8 years old, I'm obsessed, me and my best friend at the time were obsessed with Mortal Kombat 4. I used to have an N64, we used to play it all the time, used to go around the house, we used to play it. He was always Johnny Cage, I was always Scorpion, my personal favourite, always fighting each other, and it used to beat me. But, right, at least every 2, sometimes 3 Sundays a month, my mum would drag me along to church with her, and I hated it. I've never been a fan of religion, I've never been into religion, but I hated going to church as a kid. It was the worst thing in the world. I'd rather be at school than go to church, that's how much I hated it. But yeah, she used to drag me along. It was this really old ancient church that was creepy and smelt weird and was full of old people who also smelt weird. But I used to get my friend to come with me, because I'd say, right, if you come with me to church, we'll go back to mine and play Mortal Kombat. So fair enough, that was a deal I cut, and he'd often come. So we'd go and sit on the upstairs part, because it was just full of old people and they could get up the stairs without the rope coming off. So we'd be up there on his own. It was only a small quiet church, so we'd be up there, 2 8-year-olds back at church, services going on, hymns are being sung, old people loving it, priests harping on about Jesus and whatever it is priests do when they're not touching kids. Yeah, I just went there, deal with it, I'm not editing that out, I probably should, but yeah, so we're not paying any attention, 2 8-year-olds back at the church talking about Mortal Kombat 4. Arguing over who's more badass, Johnny Cage or Scorpion. How, you know, arguing over who was going to whip whose ass when we got back to my house. The conversation even turned at times to fatalities being performed on people in the church. Scorpion fatality and the priest doing the service. I mean, just imagine that. two 8-year-olds talking about Mortal Kombat like that in the back of a church. How unbelievably inappropriate. But I think that's friggin' hilarious. And that's the sort of kid I was. A psychopath. Anyway, let's talk about Mortal Kombat X. So, enough of my childhood and Mortal Kombat. Yeah, really excited for this. It looks absolutely awesome. I know it's going to be awesome. I actually pre-ordered it. I'm normally against pre-order. Well, I'm against pre-order bonuses. I hate them. It's Goro in this case, which I guess I've got now, but I still hate them. I pre-ordered it because I'm at the moment I'm really just a PC game. I've yet to get a PS4 and Xbox One. And some of you may know just how cheap you can get PC games. You don't go through Steam unless it's selling. Certainly don't ever go through Origin or Uplay. That's just bad. Don't do that. But there are legit websites out there that sell CD keys crazy cheap. And this is one of the best. This is probably the best I've seen yet. Mortal Kombat X, 16. I think it was $16.79. That's how much I paid for it. I'm not even kidding. I damn near shit myself when I saw it. I thought that price might change. I'm pre-ordering it now. It hasn't changed, but that's why I pre-ordered it, because I just at that price, man, they're crazy. I should feel bad for paying that little, but that's mental, innit? I mean, I think it's $34.99 on Steam, and that I think $16.79 is roughly about $23 US, by the way. So crazy cheap, yeah. So I think it's $34.99 directly through Steam, and I think if you want to get it on the consoles, Xbox One, PS4, I think depends on where you go. It's about 45 quid. Some might have ripped me off for 50 quid. So what a crazy deal that was. Unbelievable. So yeah. Anyway, right. I'll be honest, I'm still in the darkish about the game. I know there's been plenty of videos out there now. But I want to avoid most of them. It's been hard to do because there's been so many of them coming out. But you know, I don't want anything ruined. I don't want the story ruined or anything like that. I want to see most of the fatalities myself. I want to do them myself and see them for the first time. So yeah. I have seen a little bit of the story, like at least an opening, like the first whatever of the story looked awesome. Scorpion Sub-Zero on that helicopter, and I think Sub-Zero fights Johnny Cage, looked sick. Wasn't happy with the quick time events, hopefully they're at a minimum. Yeah, it looked awesome. I've seen some of the fatality videos, I think I've seen 3 of them, I don't want to see any more. And I just recently, just before this video, I watched the awesome launch trailer. You gotta check that out, that's badass. It's got a System of a Down played. That's a great trailer, I loved it. So, yeah. Now, I believe, if my notes are right here, I've always got to write stuff down, I've got no memory. I believe we've got 29 characters in total. That includes, you know, Goro as a pre-order, and the Kombat pack, which has got 4 characters in. I'm not best pleased with either of them. Goro being pre-order bonus is a dick move. I despise pre-order bonuses. I mean, I've already got it, but it's... Goro's awesome. We want to play as Goro because he's awesome. That's why they've done it, because we know people will pre-order for Goro. But everybody who buys the game, everyone who buys it, supports it, gives their money, should all get the same goddamn thing. You shouldn't be punished just because you don't pre-order. I mean, some people just don't want to pre-order because, I don't know, you might forget to pre-order. It happens. If you've got a memory like mine, you might not want to pre-order. You know, I mean, God forbid, you might want to wait for a review, which is a very wise thing to do these days. But, I mean, you might not be able to afford it. You might have spent your video game budget, you might want to get something else. So, whatever, a million reasons not to pre-order. And you get punished for it. It's like, well, if you're not pre-ordering, you're not getting that. And it really pisses me off. But, you know, it's not going away, is it? And also, the Kombat pack. DLC, they're charging, it's $24.99, I believe $30 for 4 characters. Fuck off. I'm not paying that. I paid less than that for the full game. I'm not paying $24 for 4 characters. So I don't give a shit about Tremor, is that what it's called? And I don't care about Tanya. But I mean, it'd be great to play as Predator, because he's awesome, and Jason. They're 2 awesome characters, 2 sweet guest characters. But I'm not paying $24.99 to pay as them. There's crazy bullshit. I'm not having that. No way. But anyway, yeah. As first to the roster, we got the usual. We got the long-time guys in there. My favourite, we just gone about Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage, Raiden, Reptile. You know, some of the guys have been in for Kano, guys have been in for Liu Kang. You know, they're all in there. We've got a bunch of new characters as well. We've got Kotal Khan. We have got, I think it's pronounced Cassie Cage, who is the daughter of Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade. That's pretty cool. We got Jax's daughter in there. We've got some others as well. Pretty cool to have some new characters. I'm disappointed that where's Baraka? Where's B-Man? Where's he gone? And he doesn't. I think I saw him in one of the videos or something that looked like him anyway. But he doesn't seem like he's a playable character, so I'm disappointed about that because Baraka's one of my favourite. I love that guy, he's awesome, and he's been in it since like Mortal Kombat 2. So hopefully he's going to make his way back into the game at some point. That's disappointing. And where's Noob? Where's my man Noob? Where's Endog? I mean, that's disappointing as well because, in my opinion, Noob, his fatality from Mortal Kombat 9 is the most awesome and nastiest fucking fatality in the history of the series. I mean, oh my god. Noob Cyber wins. Wow. I mean, that is the only fatality that has actually made me cringe. I mean, only slightly, but it still made me cringe. And to make me cringe, that's quite the achievement. Now, fatalities, I have... who have I seen? I mean, it's looking like these are going to be the nastiest fatalities yet, which, oh yeah, bring it on. But I've seen Sub-Zero's bed of ice spikes. I have seen Kenshi's spinning sword with a slow-mo face cut off, which is awesome. And I think I've seen Goro's. I think he's ripped their head off and shoves it back in them, which is pretty cool. And I think I saw Johnny Cage, I think it was a fatality, he sort of like rips a hole in them, pokes his face through and goes, "Here's Johnny," which is hilarious. I think it was a fatality. I liked it anyway. So yeah, I've not seen any more. I don't want to see any more spoiled, but we're looking forward to the fatalities. I've seen some of the X-ray moves as well. I love the X-ray moves. They were awesome in Mortal Kombat 9, and they just look... wow. They're even crazier than they were in Mortal Kombat 9 from what I've seen. They look... god, they look bone-crunchingly good. Yeah, looking forward to pulling those off. And they have brought back brutalities. They are a bit different this time around. They look more to me like mini fatalities, is how I describe them. The old brutalities, which they, I think, introduced, I want to say Mortal Kombat Trilogy. If I remember right, they were like an 11-button combo, and they'd just be a crazy flurry of super fast kicks and punches and stuff, and your opponent would just go and explode into a pile of bones, which was just awesome. I would have kind of liked to do that again, but it's still cool. It's another way to kill them, innit? But I think I've seen, oh, whose was it? I think it was Kung Lao's brutality. I think he has Sub-Zero bent over his knee, and he's just rapidly pummeling on his face. He just pounds him to a bloody pulp, and it was just sweet. So, yeah, they'll still be cool. And they've also introduced, which is awesome, quitalities. So if some little bitch quits online, and anyone who quits online is a complete bitch. We all hate quitters, but if they quit, their head explodes for a quitality. And I think that's just hilarious and awesome. Every game should have that. Anyone who wants to be a little bitch and quit should have their head explode. Maybe even in real life. Okay, maybe that's too far, but quitalities are awesome, and I love that. So, yeah. And that's pretty much all I've got to say. I will be bringing Mortal Kombat X to my channel in some way, shape, or form. I'm not entirely sure what yet. I guess I'm most likely be doing the story mode or something like that. But I might do some other stuff. The point is, I'll definitely be bringing it to my channel in some way, so keep an eye out for April 14th. I'll be bringing it, I'll be bringing the violence, and you'll get to see just how bad I am. Okay, you see I'm not exaggerating, so I'll be bringing it, so if you're interested in that, keep an eye out, it is coming. I might actually, it's very likely I'll do like my top 10, maybe even a top 10 or a top 5 fatalities from that game as well. I'll do one of those videos. So, yeah. That's pretty much it, so nothing else to really say apart from that I'm crazy excited for this game and I can't wait. So yeah, sorry again, it was a bit pointless, especially if, if you're not a fan of Mortal Kombat, then this isn't going to interest you whatsoever. But feel free to let me know if you're excited for Mortal Kombat, what you're most looking forward to. And yeah, next month I'll be doing these videos again next month. It's not going to be much better. There's only 2 games to talk about. I think next month unless something else comes along, or I forgot about something, but one of them is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And I do have quite a bit to say about that game because holy crap, am I excited for that one. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.